Okay, there we go. We're live, ready to go, waiting for someone other than you. And we start in 7 minutes. Well, if you're the only one here at 9, it's going to look rather great for you. I might just ask you who you want on your team to be fired. Our one viewer again. Don't know who it is.
It's not me.
Shout out. Oh, 2. We're going up. Yoshi Sneed is getting on.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, Colin. Okay, we have Austin. We have Andrew. I'm excited for this boardroom. It's going to be lit.
Let's do it.
For any viewers watching, I'm going to go pee real fast. So I'll be right back.
So who's all on this team?
The entire team is. Hold up, let me pull it up. Isaiah, Austin, Blake, Tyler, Yoshi, and me.
Okay. Wait, did Wing get fired?
Yes.
Oh, yes, Halloween is gone. He's never coming back.
Okay.
He's gone for good.
Good week.
We have 5 minutes. I hope Isaiah gets here as the project manager. Why is it so light and dark again? Can I be seen, or do I look like a creature of the darkness?
We can see you.
I can see you.
Am I visible?
I can see you.
Good. I wanted to represent. Oh, okay. So when Andrew's screen is on mine, it illuminates my fucking face. Like, watch. There's Andrew. Well, it does it for any of you except Blake and Colin and Ishmael because they're not on camera. But oh, there he is. It sometimes lags depending on.
I get off this call, sweaty. Bye.
I'm awesome. You should leave the click call.
Wait, hello? Wait, I can't hear anyone.
Oh, did you dress up, Isaiah?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I suggest you go on
think
mute.
it's lagging
Go on
really bad.
mute. Go on mute.
Wait, how do I do that? Sorry, this is my first Google Hangout.
No, it's not. I know better than that.
That's
It is
true.
not your first Google Hangout, so you need to know how to go on mute.
Oh my.
Me hit the lie.
They illuminate my face. We have different varying degrees of lighting. So depending on who I'm talking about is who how well lit I am. Some of you are darker, but that's good because some of you sucked, honestly. So we're just waiting for T-Mac. He said he might be a little late. We're gonna start at 9. Us and our 14 viewers. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. Somehow after we only had like 30 people watch, we had 175. I guess people watch from my YouTube, which is actually rather sad and scary that like people go on their YouTube and see something that I posted and watched. That's even that one person does that. That's a little bit creepy. But
Colin, you look really good today, by the way. I just wanted to say that.
no, I don't. Not today. I'm not repping it today. I look how your project turned out. That's how I feel.
Oh, I was talking to Colin, but like you look really good too.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Colin's.
So hot.
Honestly, we have 2 minutes left, so I'd get ready to answer some questions. I also need to pull up your paragraphs. Because we need to have a talk about those. I like how they weren't in your final document. Rather sad.
Oh my god, hi Nick.
Yes, Nick's on it. All right, starting in a couple seconds. Oh, it's still 9:59. Now it's a chance to sharpen your pencils before the exam. Nick, what is your Snapchat? Are you at the beach? Are you in Florida?
Yes, I'm in Orlando.
Okay, because there was some person and then I saw them on my Snapchat and it looked like you. I was like, is that Nick? And then I was like, I must have Nick at it. And then I kept watching. And then I never got to figure it out, but now I know because you look like how you looked in the Snapchat. Okay, we're starting. So I'm just gonna start to say that I just don't know where to approach this because I'm a little bit bamboozled. And I'm going to start out by, the challenge was that you had to create an all-time Oscars and that you had to come up with a celebrity host, and then you had to pick 5 nominees for each category that they have like won the award before. And then pick someone to win and then write a fucking paragraph. So the first thing and you also had to give me like an image of the envelope. Okay, so the first thing was the envelope was rather ugly. Honestly, it was the worst out of all of the 3. Some of your movie choices were good and we'll get into them. Some of them were like flops, but that was kind of like overall, everyone kind of picked weird movies. I mean, when you have Sandra Bullock on the other 2 teams that I think won, by the way, pulling off the best female movie performance of all time, apparently for The Blind Side, which I think you can get that movie for like $5 in the Walmart bins. Like that is like not. I don't know. I am shocked about how she won an Oscar the first go around. So to see that it was picked twice, I was a little bit bamboozled. However, some of y'all, like the actual picks for some of like the visual editing and the costume design and the light mixing and that shit, those were actually pretty fucking decent. Like the irrelevant categories that they give out at the beginning that no one really actually cares about, like were actually really good, solid picks for them. And now then we have to address the whole paragraph issue, because y'all didn't even include the paragraphs in the final format. Isaiah didn't put them in the Google Doc, but to his defense, after seeing some of the paragraphs, if it were a group project, I would have had to write them all myself, because some of them were like 2.5, like one and a half sentence. It was like the beginning of a paragraph. And I was just, and it was like, they should have won this award because they should have won this award, which is, I was just like a little bit, I didn't get anything. And I don't think I even have all the paragraphs. So that's a little bit perplexing. So Isaiah, since you're a project manager, how did you decide to delegate this week?
Hello, am I here?
Yes.
Okay. So I started out and I gave everyone 4 categories except for T-Mac. He had 5 because there's that one random category on that site that got discontinued. So and everyone had 4 categories, and they had to pick their 5 nominations for each category by Sunday, and then we were all going to get together and pick the winners. So that was how I delegated that part.
Okay, so Blake, you told me halfway through the week that you were quite annoyed, I think was the exact words you used. But you never told me what you were annoyed about. So now, what were you annoyed about?
Basically, Isaiah's way of leading the team was quite dysfunctional, in my opinion, but I don't know if anybody else agrees with me on that one. So yeah, that's what really frustrated me.
Could you just give me like an example though? Because like you said that a lot, but like you didn't say any specific reason why.
I asked you 2 times if I could change my winner, and you said you have 30 seconds. And then when I tried to change it, you were like, no, it's too late. But yet it wasn't
Actually, I have receipts with me if you want to see them. I said, do you want to change your nominee? And you said...
Wait, what nominee are we talking about?
It was for best costume.
Because he picked like...
It was for best costume.
Like,
hold up. Who picked the final nominee for best costume?
Final nominees? It was Blake.
Yeah.
You picked Blake. Did you pick for best costume?
He picked the
No,
nominees
I didn't
and I
get
picked the
to pick-
winner.
You gotta pick the nominees.
Yeah.
Okay. Titanic, good nominee. Great Gatsby, good nominee. Lord of the Rings, good nominee. Gladiator, a little bit iffy. So Isaiah, did you pick Gladiator to win?
Yes, I did.
Why? Can you tell me why Gladiator has the best movie costume?
Because I was picking them by myself at the end because everyone did not show up for 2 of the meetings, except for Yoshi, who was there and helped me pick like half of them. But
Okay, so Austin, you're next. Did you not attend meetings?
No, but I did do what was required when asked to. I just wasn't available because there wasn't a set time to show up for those meetings.
What categories were you in charge of?
I was in charge of best actress in the lead supporting role.
Okay, so best in a lead supporting role, lead or supporting, because there's not a lead supporting role isn't
supporting role. Sorry.
Actress in the supporting role. Anne Hathaway. Did
Best
you Anne Hathaway?
I choose one of my nominees. Yes.
All right. The actress in a supporting role is a good category. What other categories were you fucking? They picked Anne Hathaway as their winner, Penelope Cruz in some long movie. Viola Davis, Fences, Jennifer Hudson, Dreamgirls, and Angelina Jolie, Girl Interrupted. And Anne Hathaway won. What else? What other categories? Were you just that one?
I had 4 of them. We all had 4, I think.
All right. What were your 4?
Best art direction, which was Avatar, I think, won that one.
Okay.
I gotta remember. Let me go back because I did all this. I just can't remember on the top of my head. Shit, my computer's slow.
Okay, my question is, so best costume design. We're gonna go there. Your paragraph for it was, do you like fighting? Well, Gladiator made sure to capture that aspect. Whether you like these types of movies or not, Gladiator's costume design was simply epic, showing many different designs of armor and steel. Gladiator takes the win for the best costume. That's not that bad. Who did best supporting actor? Who wrote that paragraph?
I did.
Andrew, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, it says George Clooney deserved to win Best Supporting Actor because if you look at Syriana, he played such a convincing role. His abilities to play this role makes him a deserving winner. That is, what does that tell me about anything? About anything about that?
I picked those nominations, and then I wasn't there to pick the winner because I was still in school, so I didn't get to pick the winner. But I still like the winner, and because I've seen other of his movies, and so the movie he was nominated for, I didn't see it, and so I just had to go off about
Okay,
what.
my question is: in school, have you ever submitted a paragraph for an assignment with 2 sentences?
No.
Okay, so that is where I'm having a little bit of the issue, because even though Isaiah had apparently, as I hear, a shit fest of management issues, if I even if with his lack of management issues, he did manage to give out categories, and he did manage to tell everyone to write paragraphs, and that is not a paragraph. So Yoshi, I have a question for you, because I haven't really asked you anything. I know you did the graphics. Was that because you stepped up to do the graphics? If you can hear me. Or maybe he's lagging.
I think he's trying to talk, but he's on mute.
Am I unmuted?
Yeah, now you are. You're a little bit laggy, but
Okay. Go ahead.
so that's good. I just
Okay.
tell me. Okay, so you did the graphics, right? Did you get assigned the graphics, or did you volunteer?
I volunteered because like nobody knew how to do graphics. Everybody was just, looking at the cloud. So I was like, fuck it, like I'll do graphics. I'm not the best at it, but if everybody was, gonna tiptoe around it, I was gonna take it. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So how often do you do graphics? Because the reason I'm trying to assess this is I'm trying to assess if you who aren't that good at doing graphics was forced to do graphics because no one else wanted to fucking do graphics and you needed them, or you thought you were really good at graphics and did graphics.
No, I did not think I was this, this art, person, but I was like, nobody was saying anything. Everybody was on hush mode. Everybody was being little mices, which in my case is bitches. So I was like, okay, then, like, I'm going to take it and I'm just going to, put my best foot forward since no one else is going to do it. So,
Okay. I'm just a little bit, at first, because I'm going to be honest, at first I was scrolling through and I was reading it. I was like, this is going to be good. It's going to be good. And then it just kind of like, just fell flat on its face. It's like when you go to the bar and you get a drink and you're like, I'm so ready to drink this. And you spill it because you're drunk and you don't get to drink it. It was very disappointing. And I even said I was proud of all the teams this week. And now y'all made me eat my words. That's how I'm feeling at this very moment. The problem is,
okay.
If I could fire two of you, I would fire two of you. But luckily for y'all, Halloween decided to be a racist and post some racist crap in another chat, and he got kicked for it. So I'm going to ask my judges some questions before I make any decisions. Luckily, I think T-Mac did a fine job. And the reason you're all here is Isaiah didn't really pick the people I wanted to see in the boardroom. And so the whole way to remedy that is just to throw all of y'all in the boardroom. T-Mac, if this were a week where he would be in danger, he would be automatically fired, but he gets the safety of not needing to be there. Isaiah, you scheduled calls, correct?
I tried to.
How many? Okay, which calls did you schedule? And Yoshi showed up, correct?
Well, for the winner's pick, there was 4 people that were there, but Yoshi kind of showed up like half a second and then left, and it was just me and Yoshi that ended up picking winners. But
okay, Yoshi, you can leave. You're not going to be fired. I suggest maybe don't try your hand at graphics again, but you can leave the boardroom.
Thank you.
I'm kind of done with that. Blake, you can also leave. Even though I'm a little wary about letting you leave because I don't know if you, I feel like you were a bit annoyed. I don't know if you voiced. Next time I would tell you.
Yeah, quit shaking your damn head.
Next time I would advise you to remember that if you're not happy with it, it's still your grade on the line and you could potentially go home for it. So next week, moving on, I would just tell you if I was on your team and I were you, I would have raised all types of hell. I would have been like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Well, I did, but I was being told that I was complaining every like 2 minutes. So
the thing about it is, is sometimes the way, and I do this too because I am an imperfect person. Sometimes the way you come off as criticism seems as attacking and it's not constructive. And that's the problem when people play Apprentice, especially on Tengage, because Tengage is a fucking community where like you have to actually make friends and stuff. You kind of have to be like it's just a shitty community. But so I would just be like, next time you see something shitty, be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Just approach it nicer. But also I understand that the person that you were talking to wasn't that receptive. So I get
Can I tell you one more thing before I leave?
I would just leave because the longer you're here and the longer this goes on, I need to fire someone. And the longer you're here, the more of a chance. If I tell you to leave, girl, you better get your butt out and hustle, hustle, hustle. Thank you. Okay. So Colin and Nick.
Yes.
My thing is, I don't know what I should do. Because once again, I'm at this impasse. Do I fire someone? Do I fire people who were kind of shitty performers in a shitty project, or do I fire the project manager who put forth the shitty project? That is what I am at a dilemma. Because no one stepped up on their team. Not a single person stepped up to the task to be project manager. So someone was kind of forced, or I was gonna pick, which I didn't want to have to pick. So what do you think? If you were me, who would you fire? Out of all three? I believe Andrew and Austin didn't put their best foot forward on some of the challenges, on the paragraphs especially. But at the end of the day, Isaiah was project manager and he was the reason behind the loss.
Okay. Well, this whole time I've heard stuff about what Andrew and Isaiah have done, but I really haven't heard anything about what Austin has done. So what have you done, Austin?
Yeah, Austin, you can answer.
I've done exactly what I was supposed to do. He gave me the four categories, and the other ones were best director and best original score. By the way, sorry, I forgot about that.
Okay, best director, best original score. Let me go read the paragraphs.
Okay. Your winner was you did the Gladiator one?
No, I didn't do the Gladiator one.
The best original score. Best original score is an award that goes to the recent film La La Land. This movie is very interesting, which is why it takes home the award. This movie is very interesting, which is why it takes home the award. Doesn't mention the score at all. It had a very great review by pretty much one word. Pretty much it's one word. Everybody, and is a must-see movie. This is why the best original score goes. That didn't tell me anything about the score. And then you said best director.
You could literally say that about any movie.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem I have with these paragraphs. It sounds like, who wrote best original screenplay?
I did, I think.
You did? Isaiah,
let me check. I'm pretty sure I did.
Isaiah, who wrote best original screenplay?
Hold on, I'm just looking for it in my notes.
That one's pretty good.
I didn't write.
And
Screenplay is T-Mac.
Okay. Did you write any paragraphs, Isaiah?
Yes, I did, but I don't know if I sent them to you, actually. Because it was on my phone. I was sending you them on my computer.
You should send them. Because you better hope they're good. Best actress in a supporting role. Who did that?
Supporting role, me.
Okay. Anne Hathaway wins this award for being bold, brave, and very courageous in the film. The nominee has shown with both dedication and hard work you can make an amazing impact on a film. Overall, Anne Hathaway has proven that she deserves this award for so many good reasons, and that's why she was chosen. The problem with your paragraphs, Austin, is that they're literally, I could them for any category and just change the name or the movie. And the problem with Andrew's paragraphs is that one of them was 2 sentences. So I'm waiting. I hope by Isaiah. Okay. See, Isaiah actually has paragraphs, and they're actually, everyone tends to have a favorite movie category, whether immersive horror movies, hilarious comedies, or romantic movies that we dream we could be a part of. An underrated but important category includes documentaries. It is important for people to be informed. See, this is an irrelevant category, documentaries. No one really gives a shit. And I haven't seen half the movies nominated for it, but the paragraph is already interesting. Like, I'm already compelled to read it. So Nick, what would you do?
In this situation, I would 90% of the time say, cut your losses, fire the project manager. He was the one that looked over every forward. But I think in this situation, Isaiah did indeed try. From what I'm hearing, I wasn't there to see it, but he tried to like get calls going. He delegated his projects out well. So I honestly think that he should be spared this week, and it should be one of the 2 people that underperformed. Austin, my only critique for you is you continue to say that you did what was asked of you, which is great. I'm glad that you were able to do, but going forward, if you do stay this week, just make sure to bring it. Like, don't do just of what's asked for you. Like, go above, go beyond, take
The cutout. But he was giving a great speech, and I was loving it. He's still frozen. You're frozen, but you were preaching, and I was.
Damn it!
I was converted. Colin, what would you do?
I would agree with Nick this time, but out of the 2, Austin, because he literally copy and pasted a paragraph and like changed.
Andrew, what other paragraphs? Because I want to give you a chance. Because I only fucking I don't want to fault you on one paragraph if your other paragraphs are sufficient. It's like a 75% instead of a 0. So what other paragraphs did you do?
I did Best Picture.
Okay, Best Picture. Hold on a second. Let me look at. I have to go to. I'm so mad. I'm still mad. I still am halfway wanted to fire Isaiah for not even putting these paragraphs in there. But you did Best Picture. Who did Best Sound Mixing? Isaiah, who did Best Sound Mixing?
T-Mac.
Okay, maybe I should not have let him go. Best Picture, he did Best Edit, you did Best Costume Design, he made Best Animated Feature. Actually, this would be better. It'd be easier to ask, Andrew, what paragraphs did you do? Andrew?
You're on mute.
Yeah, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So I did Best Actor in a Supporting Role, Best Picture, Best Sound Editing, I think.
Okay.
And then I forgot the last one. I need to check.
Adapted screenplay.
Adapted
Yeah.
screenplay.
Adapted
Okay.
screenplay.
Adapted screen. I'm trying to find adapted screenplay on the list. Okay, there. Sideways deserved to win Best Adapted Screenplay because it is the talked about movie in the entire industry. It has some of the most controversial characters there is in a movie that doesn't make sense wholly. The winner of Best Adapted Screenplay should be a very prominent film, and that's why Sideways has won. That's not horrible. You did Best Sound Editing too.
Mm-hmm.
Jurassic Park, which is a good winner. So whoever picked that winner did a really good job on that. Jurassic Park should win Best Sound Editing because the film shows the finest sound and design. The dinosaurs exhibit the fantastic designs that have been put into the movie. I'm sound editing, and you're talking about dinosaur design, which is a little bit confusing. The soundtrack shows why the movie should also win Best Sound Editing. Okay, so Best Original Soundtrack and Score is kind of different than sound editing. So I don't know if you actually really knew what the category was about. Isaiah.
Hi.
You can leave. You got by the skin of your teeth. I wouldn't blow kisses. I would keep you. Oh, he left. Okay. Well,
He took your advice.
took my advice. He got out because had he kept
He
playing,
hustled.
his ass would have been grass. So now I'm at an impasse. I just don't know. But I am going to keep the one that I feel like has more potential. So with that, Andrew, you're fired. Austin, you can be safe for a week. Next time, I would step up to the plate and don't do generic stuff because you told me you've won an apprentice before. And that I know you know if the host was good, and I don't doubt, I believe they were a good host. I know you know what it takes. So you can't, I know in some apprentices you can have like an off week or 2 off weeks and blend in the background. This isn't that. If you're trying to hide in the background, I'll find you and I'll fire you. So I would just take that consideration. You got by because I believe out of the 2 of you, because you both did an equally shitty job with your paragraphs, honestly, you have more potential. So with that, the broadcast is over. Goodbye, bitches. Everyone have a nice night and good luck doing whatever the fuck you're doing.